Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha. Today is quite a day. Of course it's Thursday, so it's Thank You Thursday. Not only that, I'm going to be sharing with you a full face of Makeup Revolution products, bar one. I noticed yesterday when I uploaded yesterday's video, and I did it unintentionally, but I listed a lot of products, of course, as I always do, in the description. Nearly all of them, I think, bar one, were Makeup Revolution, or two, I think. So I thought, wow, today I'm going to be sharing with you a start to finish look of all Makeup Revolution products. I'm using a different palette today. I really appreciated the feedback that I got yesterday with the Life on the Dance Floor VIP palette. I really do think that that is an underrated palette. I don't think it comes across very well on camera. It looks very, very pale and not very interesting, but actually it's a fantastic palette and it is my favourite out of the four to use on a daily basis. Not only is it all of that, but it's also International Women's Day, and I've really enjoyed what I've seen about that today as well. I just love the concept of the whole idea of that. So yeah, it's quite a day today. Now, obviously I've mentioned that it's Thank You Thursday, and of course I want to thank someone personally. And if you're new to my channel, that is what I do now. Every Thursday I want to, well, I mention someone and thank them personally for what they have done for me. Support and the comments that I receive. I mean, 99.9% of the time I receive lovely, lovely comments, and I just absolutely love reading them. I always get back to you. And yeah, I really, really appreciate it. So the person that I want to thank today is Sheepie Mezz. You will see her comments nearly every single day. I absolutely love the comments. I love the support. And of course, I wanted to thank you personally. So thank you so, so much, Sheepie Mezz. But without further ado, of course, I want to share with you this full face of makeup. It is going to be a long one, so I apologise in advance for that. But I'm going to be putting on a full face. It is going to take me a little while to get it all on my face. So I'm just going to pop my lace ears on, and I really wanted to do this video. Not only am I going to be sharing with you, like I said, a different palette. Really loved the feedback, like I said, about the VIP palette. So I'm going to be sharing a different palette, a different flawless foil for you as well, but also Makeup Revolution or Tam Beauty have kindly sent to me. Now I did contact them. They'd actually said they were going to send me F4 and F11. With the snow last week, it's delayed it somewhat, so I contacted them because of the feedback that I'd received about the shade F4. I thought I might try F6, so they rushed this to me on a next day delivery. So really, really thrilled with that, and thank you so, so much for sending me this. So they've sent me F6. So I'm going to try this one today and see how I get on, and see if F4 or F6 is better. But I must admit that yesterday when I put on F6, I really, really liked the look. But the whole reason, another reason why I wanted to do this video is not only is there now a full face of Makeup Revolution products, but I've had someone who wanted to see what the foundation looked like or applied like over the baking oil. So I thought it would be a good chance to do that today. So share with you how I do my makeup. It is mostly Makeup Revolution. They are my favourite brand. But not only I'm going to apply this and then obviously use that foundation. So really, really excited to try a different shade. I've only just received it. I was then starting to do the video and I saw the van pull up and the delivery driver coming to the door, and I thought, wow, I've not ordered anything, and I just couldn't believe that they've kindly sent this to me as quickly as possible. So yeah, really, really big thank you to Makeup Revolution as well for sending me that. So thank you so much. But I'm just going to pop a few drops of this oil onto my hands, as I did yesterday, or the day before, I think I did the video now. And then what I've done is I've applied my regular, I've cleansed my face and I've moisturised it as well. So that's well and truly sunk in, because I did that about an hour ago. And I'm just going to pat in the oil. Really, really loved how the makeup wore yesterday, and also I think this will be a good chance for me to perhaps share my thoughts on the foundation. So really, really love this oil, and I put it on my face for the first time yesterday all over. I know that when I actually shared the video, I popped it here because this is actually where my dry patch was. I usually have oily skin, so I was a little bit concerned about putting it on the areas where the oil, where I have oily, like an oily T-zone. But I woke up this morning, didn't put the oil on last night, but I put it on yesterday all day, and my skin felt so soft and smooth. And I thought for a moment, what have I actually put on my skin that's different? And then I thought, it's that oil. And it really felt soft, it felt smooth. Usually when I wake up as well, I really do have quite oily patches as well, here, and here. It didn't feel like that actually, and I did have a few comments as well from you saying that, from anybody who'd actually used that, either an oil, regularly, that they found that, the oil on, if they put a beauty oil on oily skin, it seemed to combat a lot of the oil. And yeah, I really did find that. So hopefully, and that was just 24 hours later, so, and I've already noticed a difference, so I'm hoping for great things. So I'm just going to pop that. Now I'm keeping mine wrapped in a bag. It is fantastic, absolutely fantastic, but there is a little bit of residue, not much, but there is a bit of residue, as I mentioned before. So it's now sinking in. I just love it. I absolutely love it. I never thought I would hear myself say that I love an oil, but I do. Okay, so now what I want to do is apply the foundation. So this is totally new. It might not work. It might not look very good. I've not even swatched it. So like I said, they've sent me F6. F5 seems to be, and this was the case with the actual concealer, F4 is obviously a light shade, as you've seen from my videos, but then it goes to F5, which is quite a little bit deeper, and then F6 again is a little bit lighter again. So I thought I wouldn't get F5, I would go for F6, see how it works. So here we go with F6. See how this works. I don't think this is a pink tone. In fact, when I looked at all of my swatches, when I remember back to the swatches and I have looked at them on Instagram, the F4 shade seems to be the most pink in tone that I can see. So I'm hoping that this is going to suit me. Now, of course, what I'm going to do is also share with you a review of the foundation while I'm doing my makeup as well. Now, the foundation, what I found with it is, and first of all, obviously, I've put all the, product on my face. It goes on very, very smooth. Because it's quite a creamy product, it goes on extremely smoothly. It is a very soft and creamy product, and I love it. I've also found that it blends very, very nicely. What I will say is that everything I've seen about this foundation, it seems that there's been a lot of, where you just go like that and, it's done. It is fast. It is certainly faster to apply than my L'Oreal. And of course, I'm going to be looking down, in my mirror. It is certainly faster to apply than my L'Oreal foundation, but I do have to reapply, because I suppose the reason is because I like quite a full coverage, so I do have to go over it a little bit. But also I found that, and bearing in mind that I have got oily skin, it does last right up until, you know, I remove my makeup. This is the tricky bit. I do not want to take my brows off. So it does, it does last right up until, you know, I remove it. Yesterday was the first time that I put the oil on with this foundation. Not this one, but obviously F4. And what I really did find was that it didn't affect it in any way. I didn't have to dab powder onto it, you know, midway through the day. So what I'm trying to say, I suppose, that it was not oilier with the oil on. The only thing that I have found with it is that, again, I cannot apply it with a brush on my nose, but I can't do that with any foundation. I don't know why, but my nose just will not, or does not like foundation applied to it. So it really doesn't. It doesn't like it. I can go over it like this, but what I found is, and obviously I've applied the oil today, is that yesterday I applied the oil and I have put on like highlight onto my nose and powder, and when yesterday, for some reason, I don't know if it was the oil or whether I applied it differently, but I found the product that I applied to my nose didn't take away the foundation, which is what I found happened. So yeah, really, really pleased with that. It's long lasting. With me, you know, doing it, applying it the way that I'm doing it, it gives me full coverage that I'm used to, that I really, really enjoy. And yeah, I wasn't expecting it to work on my skin, because I could see when I was watching other YouTubers, you know, using this, and they've had quite a team, you know, testing this product out, that it looked very dewy. But yes, it's something that I've had to get used to, because I'm used to a matte foundation, but I'm now getting used to it. And I must admit that yesterday in particular, I absolutely loved the way it looked. I think it was the oil underneath as well, but the foundation lasts. It looks good. It doesn't make my skin dry. It doesn't look cakey. I think it enhances my skin, which is what makeup is supposed to do. So yeah, I really, really rate this. It is so soft, so creamy, so nice to apply. I just absolutely love it. And there's my foundation. I wondered where I put it for a moment. I just love it. It goes on really well. It will look better once I put the concealer on, and I usually put the concealer on first. Also, I wanted to mention this. Now, on a couple of videos, I have mentioned that the concealer is not lasting too long. One of you contacted me and said, you know, take the stopper out. So that's what I've done today, and I wanted to just share that with you. So I have taken the stopper out. There is definitely more product in there. So this is my second one. I've got my third one ready to go, but I love it so, so much. So I'm just going to apply it. There's definitely more product, because I actually got to the end of it. I couldn't literally get any more out. So yeah, if you're finding that you're running low on that, take the stopper out first, and then take the stopper out first, and then see if you've got more product in there, just because you don't want to waste product if there is some in there. So as always, I'm just tapping that into the skin. Now, if I haven't mentioned anything that you're interested with the foundation, I've said what I think about it, but if you're if you want another question answered and I haven't mentioned it, then please do message me, and if I can, I will give you the information. Yeah, so that is going on very nicely. Now, because it's a little bit, the foundation is a little bit deeper, I'm just going to just blend that in around that area, but so far it's working really well. Now, this is the product that is not from the Makeup Revolution brand. It is from their sister brand, Obsession. But I've got to use this. I haven't got anything from Makeup Revolution. I used to have the Makeup Revolution palette like this, but I've used it all up, so I'm having to use something else. Obviously, I got this to try. Oops, I've got a hair on my face. That's actually, I'm glad that has happened, because that is another thing that I wanted to mention about the foundation, is that with the matte foundation, I am used to touching my skin and the makeup does not move. With this, because it's not matte, if you touch your face, it will, move and come off. So, but that, I suppose, is, something that we're all used to if we don't wear matte makeup. I'm just going to mattify some areas of my skin that is oily, but I would do this anyway. I would do that anyway with the L'Oreal foundation. I have to do that. So I think that is all I can say about the foundation. I really love it. I think it's really soft, really creamy. It lasts on me all day. I'm really enjoying it. It has taken me a few days to get used to, because obviously I'm used to a matte foundation, but I'm really, really enjoying it. I also like the F6 colour. It is more of a yellow tone, whereas the shades that I usually use are more pink in tone, but I think it's worked really well. So now what I'm going to do, but like I say, if I haven't mentioned anything that you want to know about that foundation, then, just message me and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions, because that is what I've found with it. And I found that it does apply well to my nose if I pat it on. It does move, which is something that I've also had to get used to, because, I'm used to that matte foundation. But yeah, really enjoying it, which it's a total surprise to me, because I really didn't think it was going to work on my skin tone. And I'm so, so grateful that they've sent me F6 to try, because I just love it so much now. So I hope, because there was one particular person that was waiting for me to give my review, so I hope that has answered your question. Now, this product that I've applied is, of course, the Focus and Fix Eye Primer. This I can't live without. I have to apply it on my eyes before makeup. I've got about 3 of these now in the drawer because I love it so much. It is a doe foot applicator, and it just works so, so well for me. Yeah, just fantastic product. So if you don't like those really dry eye primers, then you may like that. Now I'm having to use now a different eyeshadow. If you watched yesterday's video, you would have seen that the shade that I usually mattify my eyes with has I've completely used. So I'm now going in with this one, and the palette I'm going to be using today is the Makeup Revolution Socialite palette, and it looks like that. So there must be a shade in here, and there is. I'm going to use, it's a little bit difficult, that one there. It's very, very light. So I'm going to try that and see if I can mattify my eyes. Now, although, yes, I want the moisture from the Focus and Fix, I also need to mattify it as well. And this is the first time that I've actually used a different eyeshadow, so I hope it's going to work, because the VIP palette works so well for me. Now what I want to do is contour my face, and of course this was in my monthly favourites. It's the Creme or Cream Highlight and Contour Kit in medium. I absolutely love this. I really didn't think that I was going to like a cream contour at all, but yeah, really love this so much. And I'm just going to apply it as I always do. And I absolutely love the brush that comes with it. But I must admit, this foundation, it really does give, not only does it give, I mean, obviously I've built mine up a little bit, but it does give me full coverage, but it also looks quite natural as well, because I was finding with the L'Oreal one, because my skin was so dry, it was looking like a mask. Obviously I can use either. The L'Oreal, now I've got that oil, it's really combated the dry, you know, the dry skin. So yeah, I'm really loving it. Now I'm just going to get my foundation brush and blend it in. I always find it easier to do this side because I'm more defined on this side than this one. I think actually what I'm going to do is just get the darker end. It's not showing up as well as I like on this side. But I really love this brush. It just works so well for me. That's better. So I think going back to the foundation, if you find that F4 is a little bit too pink for you, you want a little bit more of a yellow toned foundation. I mean, obviously I've got now F6 on and it's worked really well. Love it. Now on to the bronzer, and of course, and I'm so looking forward to the highlight kit, and this is the Renaissance Glow. I've shown you this before. This is my second one. I love it so much. I must get another one as backup because I'll go through that very quickly. This is the NYX or NYX fan brush, so I'm just going to pop that on. I just love this bronzer so much, or contour, whatever you want to use it as. I just love it. It will blend out perfectly, I hope. Why does everything have to go wrong on camera? I've taken it way too low. There we go. I can do it perfectly every single day, and then as soon as I try and do it on camera, it all goes wrong. There we go, that's better. And the other side. I just love this so much. In fact, I would even use this as a blush. That's how much I love the shade. So if you've got any reservations about that oil, well, I think for £6, it's definitely worth a try. So I'm just using the kabuki brush that I used for my foundation, and I just picked these up from eBay. They're only very, very minimal in cost, and you get about 7 in a pack. So yeah, really, really love that. Okay, so now I need to apply a blush. And where's my blush? The palette that I'm using today is the Makeup Revolution, of course, Hot Spice blush, and I'm absolutely loving this one. Is it that one? Yeah, that one there, the dirty one that you can see I've used. And the brush I'm using is my usual, the Wilko blush brush. So I'm just going to apply that. Absolutely love blush, but as you also know, I love it to be blended. So going back in with my foundation brush, I just love my makeup to be well and truly blended. But I do like a lot of blush. Just because I look quite pale and pasty without it. Now, next I want to apply my highlight. And if you're a regular viewer, you will know what highlight I'm going to be using today. It is my absolute favourite. And it is the, and I feel like I've got a hair, there we go. It is the Makeup Revolution Skin Kiss Rose Gold Kiss. I love it so, so much. And my new favourite brush, which is this, I think it's called Highlight and Glow or Highlight and Contour. I'm not quite sure, but it's one of those flex brushes. You can purchase it alone for £9.99. But they kindly sent me this. Makeup Revolution, of course, kindly sent me this to try. I just love this so, so much. If you really want a reflective highlight, just add a little bit of that oil, and my goodness, it will be, well, you'll be seen from outer space. It is amazing, but I don't want it to be too harsh today. So far, so just got the eyes and the lips to go now. So I'm just going to move some of my makeup, make way for the eye products. I'm working on quite a small tabletop, and it always is quite difficult. Now, of course, going back to the palette, it is the Makeup Revolution Socialite palette. I believe these are £15 if I remember rightly, and I absolutely love this. It's a mixture of mattes and shimmers, and I'm hoping, now I've got the eye foils here. I've got one in Rebound and I've got one in Conflict, which is much more of the goldier shade. So hoping that one of those will work with the eye look that I want to share today. Now I'm going in first of all with this pink shade there. Absolutely love that shade. Whoops, the palette is too big for my tabletop, so just putting my brush in. And of course the brush that I'm going to be using is my Primark contour brush, which I cannot live without. Now we've already primed the eye area, so that's ready to go. I absolutely love Makeup Revolution's eyeshadows. They are, well, amazing. So again, just going into that rosy pink eyeshadow. Love it so much. I'm just going underneath the eye with that same shade. Yeah, they haven't got names. I think did they come in a box? I can't remember. So just running that underneath the eye. I think the face is coming together now. Now I'm starting to apply the eye makeup. It is now starting to look better. Now what I want to do, I want to go in a little bit deeper. So I'm going to try this shade in the corner. A brown shade, but it's got a little bit of pinkness to it. So I'm going to start deepening up the corner, and it worked so well yesterday doing a mid-toned shade, not going straight in with a deep shade. So again, as with the palette yesterday, that you seem to enjoy the look so much. These blend so well together. Just absolutely love how they blend. And that is why I love this brand so much. Yeah, we're starting to get the deepness. Goodness, I can't speak today. I always get tongue-tied on the camera. Now I'm going to run a little bit of that underneath. And I'm going in with now this colour here, which is this one over there. Again, it's a brown with a little bit of pink to it. It's like a rosy brown, I would say, but it's certainly deeper. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of that. Absolutely gorgeous. I love this palette. There we go. So that's all of the mattes done. I'm going to keep that there. Where shall I put it? I've got so much makeup on this little table. Okay, I might need it in a moment. Now I'm thinking with the look that I've done, I think the gold might be just too much, so I'm going to use Rebound today. I think I used, was it Rival yesterday, and that was a very soft pink, beautiful shade. This one is like a rose gold, and I think it's going to work beautifully with this eye look. So, and these are so soft and creamy. In fact, I'm getting carried away. Let me swatch it. I haven't even put the primer on my eye, which I might need to do. So that's that one there. Let me just get the primer. I'm so excited about trying this new shade. That's what it is. You can drop a little bit of this product into the actual, so drop it into there. I think it may loosen up the product a little bit too much. So what I did yesterday was just put a little drop onto my finger, and then with my finger just pat it on the area that you want. Like that. So let me just put the lid on that one first. Okay, so now for, and I showed you the swatch, didn't I? So now for the shimmer shade. So I'm just going to pop that on, and I'm just going to get one of my brushes. It's just a flat brush from Wilko. I'm just going to now, I do find that it goes on better with a finger, but unfortunately I have a very small area to get to, and I find it so difficult to get into that area with a brush. Sorry, a finger. But if you've tried the old formulation of these, I was going to call them eye foils, flawless foils, you might want to try this new formulation, because they are stunning. As you can see, beautiful. They go on really nicely. My eyeshadow lasted all day, all night. I looked actually in the mirror because I had an idea of what I was going to do today, and when I looked it in the mirror at 10 o'clock last night, my eyeshadow looked just as good. I do find that because I've got a little bit of hoodedness, yeah, it always wears off right into the crease, but it still looked good. So I was really impressed with that. So now I want to just get a little bit of the product and go right in to that area there. But I mean, I said it about 3 times yesterday, how soft these were. The only thing that I find is when you put a brush in, it doesn't seem like you're picking up any product whatsoever. So it just goes on better with a finger, and I absolutely love that so much. Just a beautiful shade, and I couldn't wait actually to do another eye look today with another one of those eye foils. Now I'm just going to go all the way over. Gorgeous. I'm going to put a little bit more on this eye, I think. I don't think I've got as much on the left as I've got on the right. Okay, so that's the eye foil done. Now what I want to do is, have I got a deep enough shadow? Yes, I have. There's a technique also that I found, and I'm nearly done, so apologies. I shared this with you yesterday as well, and I've really been enjoying that. So I suppose I called it a cat eye yesterday, but it's more like an eyeliner, and I really like the eyeliner look. But I find that if you use, you know, your proper eyeliner, it's just too heavy for my eyes. So what I'm going to do today is go in with this brush. It's just an angled brush, it's nothing in particular. I don't know even where I got it from, and I'm going in with this one here, this shade there, so the deepest one, and I'm just going to see if I can put a little bit of eyeliner across the eye using this. It just looks really good. Gives me that eyeliner effect without it being too heavy. Bearing in mind that I'm going out later. And I don't want it to be too much, but obviously, I mean, I always go out with full makeup like this anyway. My family would think it's strange if I went out with no makeup on. I'm just also going to run that. Let me get the brush again, I've gone too far. That's better. Whatever I've got left on that brush, which is not a lot, I'm just going to run that right near the lash line. And I'm going to get my original brush and just go under. Like that. So you've got the definition, but you haven't got that harshness. I think as you get older as well, you have to adapt your makeup. And although, yes, I do like to wear quite a bit of makeup, you know, I go out, this is how I go out. You know, what I'm sharing with you on my videos is how I live my everyday life. Obviously, if I don't go out anywhere and I perhaps don't do a video, then I might have a day off from wearing makeup. But what I'm trying to say is that what I share with you is literally how I wear my makeup on a daily basis. There is a shade in here that I'm going to, a light shade, and I'm just going to go back to a clean Wilko brush, and I'm just going into this shade here because I want an inner corner highlight. So I'm just getting that there. It's a strange colour because it looks like it would be silver, but actually it's got some gold reflect in it. And I'm just going to go round the eye. I like to look as glamorous as I can, especially when I go out. I just absolutely love it. And I think, you know, a lot of companies do think or do show, you know, youngsters, but actually, you know, makeup is for everybody. You know, it's not that you get to 30, for example, and you don't ever want to wear makeup again. You know, I'm in my 40s and I want to look as glamorous as I can for myself, and of course, you know, I just love it. It is for myself. Obviously I want to look nice for my husband as well, but it is mainly this is what I want to, or how I want to portray myself or present myself, I suppose. So it's not that you get to, I don't know, 30 and you no longer want to wear makeup. You do. I'm a prime example. Also, a lot of my viewers and the people that contact me, they are not just, you know, younger, but also, you know, even older than me. And there's no age limit to makeup. And this is what I would love to see more brands actually not just showing youngsters, but showing, you know, the older population, you know, wearing makeup and wanting to wear makeup as well, because we want to carry on looking glamorous. But anyway, what I want to share with you now is a lip combo. I'm going to go in with the Renaissance lip liner in Greatest. I absolutely love these. Now, if you wanted to, and I've mentioned this before in the video when I actually shared with you the 3 of the shades that I purchased, this, you know, you could wear it like it is as a lipstick if you didn't have the space to, I don't know what profession you would not be able to, or you know where you were going, but perhaps you didn't have a lot of space, especially if you were, I don't know, going away on holiday and didn't have too much space for lipsticks. If you purchased these, they wouldn't take up much room and they work very well as a lipstick. But I'm going to pop over the top the Greatest lipstick as well. Absolutely love it. Now, the Greatest lipstick, it lasts a long time on its own, but with the lip liner underneath, it lasts even better. Just because obviously it prevents the lipstick from coming away, you know, and wearing off. Absolutely love it. In fact, I wore Greatest in my video yesterday, but I wore it with a deeper lip liner, so I thought I would wear the same one today, but I would share with you a different lip liner, which I absolutely love. So there is my full face of Makeup Revolution. I think the headband has messed up my hair, but never mind. it will be okay in a little while. That's better, I think. Yeah, so I'd really love your thoughts on the makeup. I would really love your thoughts on the foundation. As I said, if I've not mentioned perhaps what you wanted to know about the foundation, then just, you know, message me underneath, or you know, DM me and I will get back to you. I hope you've enjoyed that and found that helpful. As soon as that foundation came out, I was jumping for joy because I thought, wow, now I can do a full face of Makeup Revolution. What do you think to the new colour F6? Obviously, thank you to Makeup Revolution for sending me the F6 shade and so promptly. Really appreciate that, and of course congratulations to Sheepie Mezz. Yeah, I had to mention you today. You've been such a support to me, so thank you so much to you. And of course, if you have just stumbled across my channel, please subscribe to watch further videos. Yeah, I upload every single day apart from Sundays, and even then I sometimes upload as well, just because I get very excited about the products that I find when I'm out and about and that I order as well. So yeah, and you can also obviously select that notification bell to be notified of every single upload, which will be a lot because obviously it's every day. But until tomorrow, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.